Hey, welcome back again, viewers and subscribers. This moment, I want to be speaking to you on Leaf of Life, Bryophyllum pinnatum, and I found a study in 2016. Well, two studies, really. One from 2016 on Leaf of Life, Bryophyllum pinnatum, for treating H. pylori. It speaks of the antioxidants present in Bryophyllum pinnatum, leaf of life, which can help protect the gastric mucosa, and also it speaks upon leaf of life to inhibit H. pylori growth. Now, H. pylori is called Helicobacter pylori, a gram-negative bacterium that infects the stomach. It is found in childhood, can be contracted in childhood, and a lot of people have H. pylori but show no symptoms, right? It affects 50% of the world's population, and it can be contracted by kissing, by coming in contact with infected feces, touching feces, and also if you have bad hygienic practices, poor hygienic practices, right? Now, leaf of life, Bryophyllum pinnatum, has been a herb traditionally used to treat ulcers, right? And H. pylori infection usually leads to peptic ulcer, right? Because it damages the stomach lining, right? The gastric mucosa. It causes urease, right? Which causes your stomach not to produce acid, and it can also cause your stomach to overproduce acid. That's hyperacidity, right? And it affects the upper digestive tract of the digestive system, the duodenum, and these leads to ulcers, right, which can block food, which can lead to gastritis and eventually stomach cancer, gastric cancer. It's interesting, and I tell you, you haven't seen me posted for over a month and some now, right? Things really take time because if I had rushed ahead to post, I wouldn't have come across this information. So at times, it's best to just be still, just let life flow, you know. So I'm so happy that I wasn't so in a rush to post because, I always try to keep up with the posting of videos, bringing the education and all these plants to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, regionally and internationally, the wider world. A leaf of life also is a herb that is used to treat kidney stones. I did do a video on that research that I found, and as always, try to bring the evidence-based research to practice. It's not what you know, but what you can prove, right? The science, scientific studies, just looking into those journals, right? The systematic reviews, right? Randomized controlled trials, the gold standard, right? So it's quite interesting. A leaf of life, also known as a divine herb, right? Can treat pain as an analgesic. It's also antihypertensive, right? It's also anti-diabetic, right? It's a succulent, right? If you notice the leaves here, right? Contains tannins, right? Saponins, flavonoids, right? It's known to be anti-tumor, right? Like I said, anti-ulcer, right? And a whole other myriad of benefits. Yeah, right. So I've been doing a lot of research. I found study in Australia, in Korea, but I'll get those up as I post more and more videos. But the issue here with H. pylori is anti the antibiotic resistance. That's the problem really, and these conventional medicines, they have quite the side effects, and traditional medicine is something that's been used since ancient times, and 80% of the world uses them because they're convenient, they're free, right, and affordable, and less side effects. So it would be wise to try to do research on these plants there to understand their phytochemical makeup and their bioactive compounds, because these models they're actually used to create these pharmaceutical drugs, but it's just that the crude extraction process is where the problem begins, right? A lot of these medications, even they cause harm to your digestive your lining, your tract. You know medications like aspirin, ibuprofen, these NSAIDs, right? Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, right? But as always, I'm happy to bring this information to you guys. It's something that I always endeavor to do. I won't stop doing this until I take my last breath, right? So yeah, this is it for this video, and the study was done on mouse, in vitro, right, in lab, and in vivo live, right. It was conducted for 7 days using life+Bryophylum pinnatum and ciproflaxacin medication, because the normal treatment is clarithromycin for 14 days, proton pump inhibitors, right? H2 blockers, which block histamine, because histamine produces stomach acid, and proton pump inhibitors to prevent the stomach from producing acid, to prevent that proton pump mechanism, right? So they use tetracycline, amoxicillin, metronidazole, flagyl, and clarithromycin. So yeah, thanks again for watching.